Good morning. Welcome to How to Set Up and Use Bookings. My name is Stacy Deere-Strole. I'm a Microsoft SharePoint MVP. I'm the CEO and Senior Solutions Architect from Focal Point Solutions. You can find my email and my social media information below. Feel free to follow and reach out at any time.
Hello, my name is Harper. I'm the Director of Business Development with Focal Point Solutions. Also, you can find my Twitter, LinkedIn, and email below. Feel free to reach out if you need any assistance.
Today we're going to talk about how to make scheduling easy. With bookings, you have a self-service scheduling opportunity. You can provide a variety of services. You can add service charges so they know upfront what the price is going to be. You can add staff members to your scheduling app, and it helps capture your audience's attention because of the technology that you're utilizing. Some use cases are consulting services, project management, legal services, finance and accounting, just as a few. There are other ones. The main thing is things that need a lot of scheduling. You know, we have to schedule a lot of meetings, so does project managers, legal, etc. It's a great way to schedule. The advantages is time savings. Everybody knows that time equals money, so if you can save time, you're going to save money. Plus, you can easily add it to your signature line, to Facebook, to your LinkedIn, and it gives you another whole level of professionalism with your clients and people that are reaching out to you for services. Kathy.
Yes, thank you. Let me get control of the screen, and let's walk through a quick demo of how to set things up. If you're in Office 365 Home, you should have an application or app in here that is called Bookings. Feel free to click in it if you're happening to be walking through with me. This is where you come to your setup page. You'll notice an area over on the far left for the navigation. Please start at the bottom because it allows you to set things up step by step, and each step builds on the other. Your business area is where you're setting up the information about your business. Notice we have our business name already applied for Focal Point Solutions. We already have our address, a phone number. We have all replies being sent to, for this particular bookings area, to Stacy. You can add your website URL. Ours is here. I'm going to go capture ours and come back in and apply it. If you have any policies for privacy, you can add those here. Any terms and conditions, you can also add those into this area. We do not. And you can add the type of business that you are. For ours, we've added consultant or consultants and general business. And here's where you set the type of currency if you're applying pricing to the different services that you're offering. For us, it's going to be US dollar. You notice you have a variety of options in this area. Feel free to select whatever applies to you. And we've already applied our logo here, but you can change it. You probably need to have something saved local if you don't have it stored somewhere else within your Office 365. But this is where you go upload the logo. We've already saved ours here. And I'm going to save it again and click off of it. Now, each time you go to a different level for your setup, you need to save the information that you have populated. Make sure you do so. Before I move away from this area, notice my business hours. I'm telling anybody who's trying to schedule with me that they have options through Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And I'm going to show you in another area where you set up the region. So for me, it's going to be Eastern time. If I needed to add or deduct or change, I simply click the drop downs to change anything in this area. We are going to leave Saturday and Sunday closed because we do need a little bit of time to ourselves and for our families. So this is saved. The next area is for our services. Now, if I were adding a service price, see, we've already added initial consult and then an assessment. If I needed to edit those items, I could edit them here. Maybe I wanted to go in and add some adjustments about the pricing. So this is what it looks like when you're adding a different area. It gives an area for your URL for your calendar. Then I can give it a service name or a type. I can give it a description. I can even add a location. If you don't want people to schedule at a physical location, please make sure you click this item to add an online meeting, and it will add it for you. The default duration. For this one, it's an hour and a half because it's an assessment. I can add buffer time. Buffer time says if I have something on my calendar from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., don't schedule anything 15 minutes before, and I do this on mine personally, and don't schedule anything for 15 minutes after. Now, it does adjust your availability, but you need a little bit of prep time before your meeting, especially if it's an online meeting. You do need some debriefing time once you have finished a meeting, because for my purpose, I need to update notes, and I may need to go reschedule some things, but I need a little bit of time in between each meeting. Then if I come down below, this is asking me, how many people can be in attendance? Maybe you don't have a particular number. Maybe you want to put 50. For mine, I have put 10. In most cases, it's not going to apply because it's going to be one person selecting it, then the email's going to go out, and it's an online meeting. This really is relative if you're having people who are in a physical meeting somewhere, and maybe you have limited seating. But maybe I want to add my prices, and I can do this where I can say, hey, call us, and I'll tell you a price. I can put a fixed price in, or I can do a starting at, and you see the different prices that apply. For here, we simply have price not set because it may fluctuate from client to client. So we leave it at price not set. If I needed to apply any notes, I could. And then if you wanted to apply some custom fields, you can require an email. You can require a phone number. I like this because it gives us the ability when we have applied a phone number or required a phone number, when they're doing their booking, they can get reminders and they get confirmations on their text messages. This says when you want people to be reminded, this is set at a day in advance. So if a meeting's coming up, they get a reminder a day ahead of time. And if I wanted to put any additional information in their email confirmation, you can put anything applicable here. In addition, you can enable your text message notifications for clients. And then your publishing options say to show the service on the booking page. Absolutely. And then online scheduling options can be checked on or off. So down below, this is the scheduling default options that say here, I'm asking to use the defaults. When I unclick it, you'll notice it comes available for me to do other things. And what this says is show my time increments in 30 minutes. This also says that people can't cancel or schedule 24 hours outside of the 24 hours. So I don't want them scheduling in less than 24 hours for an appointment today. Give me a day to do some prep time. And then in addition, they can't schedule in anything less than 24 hours. Maybe you have a cancellation fee that applies. That's where this would be set. This one also says they can't schedule past maybe 30 days out. That's how mine is personally set, that people can't look beyond 30 days. They can only do 30 days and then schedule their appointment. Here's where you set your email notifications. You want to set up so that they are notify the business. That would be me. Give me an email. This one says notify the customer. Absolutely want to send them a confirmation email that they get in their inbox. This says allow them to select specific people for bookings. This is going to be interesting because when you leave it on, it gives you a drop down if you're adding multiple staff members for people to schedule from your bookings page. So Stacy and I are both going to be on ours, and people can schedule with either of us, and it'll provide a drop down for them to schedule. This one is important because this tells when you can select the availability where people are scheduling with you. They can select only when there is free time or maybe not bookable at all. And then this one says set some custom hours. For hours, we set hours so that it is only when staff are free. So it looks at your calendar, gives the client the ability to see available times, and then they can select the times that suits their schedule as well. So once all this is set up, absolutely please don't forget and press the save button. Now, if you do forget, Microsoft is set up to do those little quick errors, and it will remind you that you need to press the save button. This is where you add staff members to the area. For people when they are scheduling through the bookings options, they can come select the different staff members that you want to make available to them for scheduling. If you wanted to add the different areas in here for different staff members, you can add a color for them, add a person, and it's a people picker, give an email here, and then you give a phone number. Again, we want to get email notifications here, so it's set up so that they get email notifications, and you can adjust their business hours here if you'd like to do anything outside of the norm of what you've set for your business. So for this one, we've already got ours set up. There's 2 of us in here, and we should be able to go up and press save again.
You didn't enter anything, so you need to do discard, Kathy. There you go.
So there, we learned something new. If you don't add any staff information in, you absolutely got to press discard. In this area is where we've added a guy named Jimmy Dean. You guys may be familiar with him, but he's going to be doing a booking with us today. So we've added him in here so he can get a custom email notification to his inbox. We don't have anything to add here. We've already added him in. This is where we come to adjust our bookings page. So on this, you're going to get you may want to share your page either in Facebook, Twitter, or email. Now what we do is we copy our link to this page, and then we put it in our signature line on our emails. I can connect to my Facebook page, either our personal, or we can connect to our focal point. Here, this is where you can control your booking page access control. So we don't want to require people to have an M365 login that's from our organization. So also we want to disable the direct search engine indexing of our bookings page. So this is disabled for us. Maybe we want to show a personalized message that just says, thank you for scheduling. But you can add here if you have special instructions. Maybe there's parking instructions if it's online. If it's a physical meeting, you have specific parking areas, check in, maybe bring a mask. If it's online, it just may be just thank you for scheduling with us. This is information that has repeated, and you'll notice that I need to come in and adjust my time here. I don't want people scheduling 30 days out past, and I've adjusted that as well. Now, in this area, I can come in and apply a color theme. I'm going to leave this navy area. And then this says display my logo for the business page. And here, I want to always show my time slots. So show time slots in the business zone. If I needed to change my time zone, I could come in here and I could apply my time zone here if I needed to change it. Stacy, you got any comments on this time zone area and the settings?
No, so it literally follows the user, right? So if you have different locations, it will follow suit with the individual. So where that business location is. So you can have multiple bookings, right? So it'll follow the one you need. Yeah.
So at below, we always want to make sure that this is selected. Again, we are saying people can schedule with us when we are available. Now, I'm going to save and I'm going to publish. And if I wanted to come into this area, now I see no staff here, but I also see where people have scheduled with Kathy or Stacy, and we don't have anyone who's scheduled thus far. So I'm going to turn it back over to Stacy, and she's going to show what the different screenshots look like from different perspectives.
Okay. All right, so this is just my email signature, and notice you can see book a meeting. Here is what the user will see when they select book a meeting. So they can choose which type of meeting that they want, what day, what staff member they want to have the meeting with, and then when they do that, then the time will appear for that they're available. And then they'll just choose the appropriate time, and then you notice at the bottom it says that it is Eastern Time. Then they will ask for their details, their name, their email, phone number. So again, phone number is optional, but if you put one in, you can get the text messages. You can put additional notes here. Being that this was Jimmy Dean, if I put a note in there is like, thank you, Jimmy, for scheduling with us, you would see it right there. And then, of course, you have the text messaging if they want to get the text reminder, and they just select book. So then after that, then this is essentially what the user will see in their email. They'll be from the focal point, their name, who they're meeting with, how long, the date and time. It's a Teams meeting, and then they'll receive the email. And notice down here you have the manage booking, so if they need to cancel or reschedule, they have the ability to do so. And then this is an example of what the text message would look like as well. And thank you guys very much for joining us today. Again, my name is Stacy Deere-Strole. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions.
And my name's Kathy Harper, and my information is also below. Feel free to reach out.
Thank you.